Welcome, ladies and gents, to another casted game. And okay, we've got some interesting. I think that's Arabic in the chat here. Not too sure who this is, so let's get straight into it. But I do know who this gentleman is here on the bottom right part of the map. It is Kelei playing as the Swedes in the cyan here, and on the top left part of the map, we have what should we call this person? I don't know who. Just Red. We'll call him Red. So Red here, playing as the Brits. Unfortunately, I do not speak Arabic. I think it's Arabic. Pretty certain it's Arabic. But anyway, let's get down to it. So the Swedes. Has their strategy really changed over the past couple of months? We're seeing more hacker pellets. I'm definitely seeing more hacker pellets plays opening up with Cav a lot rather than going the standard kind of Corollian leather cannon build. We're starting to see the hacker pellet coming in to play. So are we going to see that with Kelei here? It's going to be tricky because although Swedes are very good eco-wise with their torps, they've also got to deal with the Brits. And the Brits, their mana boom, very, very good over time. So we're just going to have to see how this one plays out. I think that the best thing is to check out the decks. We do see the 2 torp opening here from Kelei, and we're just going to have a look here and see. You do get a monkey. You get like a macaque, I think it is. I think it's just called a monkey, though. You get a monkey on this map that you can use to scout. And unfortunately, our British player here is going to be losing his monkey, Kelei, being the victor there. And 30 coin going to him. Now, let's have a look over at the British player here. Let's have a look and see what Red is doing. Red actually going for the 3 settlers. We have the land deck here, denoted by the L, as we can see. We don't see a trade post opening. So at the moment, GMT is quite a big thing for the Brits, the Greenwich Mean Time. It's a kind of fast fortress strategy whereby the more trade posts you build, the quicker your age up time is, or your politician age up and all that kind of stuff. And also, of course, the more trade posts you build, the more XP you get, which means that you get that juicy XP tempo when you want to go for a fast fortress. So that's kind of seems to be a trend at the moment. I wouldn't say it's the meta, but it seems to be a trend with the Brits. And we are going to see the age up option here. And let's just have a quick look at the deck here. Nothing crazy from our British opponents. We don't see anything wild. We do see the Gentleman of the Pike in age 4. Quite a nice card to have if you do need it. But everything else seems pretty darn standard. And we see an age up here. What is the age up? It is the Governor. So that's going to be an outpost and 200 coin. Quite an interesting one. Don't normally see that. Got to be honest. Well, it depends. Like if you are going to be aggressive in age 2, that can be quite nice. Kelei here slightly ahead on the age up and has going to be going for the naturalist. And looks like he's actually not sending any vills out yet onto the map. He is getting his herding in here, as we can see. He's getting a 4th torp. This is, you don't normally see this. And the reason you don't normally see building torps in the base in transition is because normally you're going to go for the 4 torp card, the Dominion card. You're going to be going for that, and normally it's quite nice just to put it on your coin mine, and I think he's probably just going to put all 4 on this coin mine, to be honest. So I think he's going to be all right. Okay, so Kelei here about to get onto the age up. We do see quite a forward house here from our British opponent, so that might say something about the plan here. Let's see. Age up now coming in as well for Red here. 200 coin has dropped down, and an outpost wagon coming out. Where is that sucker going to go? Is it going to be going out into the middle back? Yes! What do we see? Oh, we do see Battle of the forward bases here, ladies and gents. We've got 2 vills on Kelei's barracks here. It's going to be slightly behind. Oh, Lord. We do see a wall in trying to happen here. Red trying to get that wall in. But looks like we do see Thor here. Hammerman is going to be trying to stop that happening. Can the outpost wagon get down? I think it's going to be... Oh, God. The pathing is going to be a problem. And we do see Longbowman coming straight in. Kelei queuing up those Corollians. So Red player here is trying to immediately counter with the longbowman. And this outpost is going to be going up. Double racks versus one racks here in an outpost. It's going to be tricky. Who is going to come out on top here? There's the first 5 Corollians now coming in. Red player going to have 5 longbowmen coming out here. Going to have another card available. First card in H2 was the 700 wood. Not going too aggressive here. Getting that wood in. And we do now see 6 longbowmen on top of that as well. Kelei immediately going in for 700 coin here after the Dominions. Quite unusual. Don't normally see this. Oh, that noise. Hey, Axu, how you doing? Widgie, do you talk with the devs? I don't specifically talk with the devs, no. I do speak with some people within the Age of Empires franchise who do work for Age of Empires, but not specifically the developers. Normally, like community-led people, I do speak to. I'm sure there's going to be some question there coming. Like, when is the DLC coming out? That's probably going to be the question, right? When are we going to see Denmark and Poland? I do not know. And even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. So you just got to trust me. I don't know. Or do I? No, I definitely don't. Could you ask them for Safavid and Morocco Civ? I'm afraid no matter what, I have no influence. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter what I say. It wouldn't change anything. Trust me. Okay, so let's have a look here and see what Red's actually doing. So dropping in the 700 wood, going for the 6 longbowmen, massing these longbowmen here. 15 of them now going to be transitioning into musks. Going to really be able to do some serious damage here. And the charge is on. Can he close the gap? Can Kelei close the gap with the charge? Trying to get in there. Remember, Corollians have a lot of melee attack when they do their ability here, but there doesn't seem to be enough. We are seeing, however, on the north side here, a couple of Ills are actually going to get raided here. Kelei going in whilst also attacking. It's all happening here, ladies and gents. It's kicking off. Longbowmen are going to be able to clear up the majority of them, though, so they're doing a pretty darn good job there. Only 5 of them left, though. He did have 15 at the time. And the British player now going to be sending a further 6 musketeers. And Kelei here now going for cav. So we've seen the 700 coin, and now we are going to be seeing 3 hussars coming in. Never normally a huge fan of this card because of the value of it. Only 3 hussars. But he doesn't have a stables. So he's really going to need to go into musk huss, I think. I think that's going to be the key here. 6 musk coming out now. There we can see for the... Actually, no, the 3 huss came out. Apologies.
Oh my,
He's come in.
that's going to leave a
Hey, horse feet coming in with the huge raid. 52 members. Come on in. How are you guys doing? Casting big Kelei here. A juicy race for the forward base. And we do see Sexy, unfortunately, going down here. What a name. And looking like Corollians are going to try and see if they can spar here. Going to be able to close the gap. Going for that second charge again on top. Going to be able to do huge melee damage to those longbowmen. Going to be able to clear them up. And I like Hammerman here coming in. Unfortunately, Thor does go down once again. But it's all happening here. It is all happening. The 3 huss here from Kelei going to be going on the north side here. See if he can get a juicy raid. Villagers do not have... They do not have HP upgrade. Come on. It's 101. Always get your... There it is. Always get your great coat. You never know. And these Vills here might be safe. They do now have 200 HP. And we see a further wood shipment coming in now as well.
Oh my, that's
Wait.
going to leave a nasty little
Horsefeed
mark.
coming in somehow with a second raid of 2 people. I don't know how that's possible, but thank you so much, Horsefeed, for the double raid. You absolute monster. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're representing Lakota. You're repping Lakota in your stream. One of my favorite civs of all time. And we're going to be continuing with some longbow play here. We're going to be transitioning maybe into pike here for the British player. Looks like it's all happening in H2 on this one, folks. Got 2 leather cannons on the way now for Kelei. And we've got 29 Vills for Kelei. 28 for the red player. So Kelei definitely doing well eco-wise here. He's got those torps as well. We must remember that. He's getting juicy villager raids here, left, right, and center, as we're seeing. Another Vil goes down for the British player. Hussar are going to try and stay here, but unfortunately, I think they are going to go down. We do have a raid on the south side here of Corollians as well, trying to just get all over the place. Unfortunately, the Huss do go down, and Kelei runs out of there. And we do see further longbowman here is going to be a problem. He's actually going to get a little bit in a sticky situation here, Kelei. He's not too sure where he needs to go. I think he's just going to continue to harass the red player's base here. And unfortunately, he's going to be losing a Rax. These pikemen, remember, 32 siege on these guys. And the Corollian's just going to be walking in. Another villager going down. Absolute carnage here. And Sexy is up once again. Sexy is going to be, unfortunately, not bringing Sexy back today. She's going to be going down. And we see a nice cleanup here from Kelei with the 2 leather cannons, holding that Rax there. And we got raids on the south side here. We got the British player now trying his own game at the raids with the longbowman. It's all happening here. Raids on from both parties here, all over the place. This is where you've really got to be good with your micro. We don't see any villager HP upgrades. Oh, this is sad to see. You've got to get the greatcoats in. You've got to get the greatcoats, ladies and gents. Ooh, leather cannons here. Going to get a nice couple of pop shots as the longbowman. Just going to try and front it here. Is it worth it? Probably. They're actually managing to do quite a decent job. TC going to be doing some fire there as well. The longbowman just bossed that. Took that on the chin. His name is Cassador33. All right, okay. So that's his name. Cassador. We'll call him Cassador then. Thank you so much, whoever that is. Is that Chiz? Chiz, thank you so much. Chiz, you speak Arabic. Is that legit? Is this legit? See, more... Wait. If you mean literal... The name is... Khalid is an Arabic name. Wait, hang on, I'm confused. Okay, I don't know. I'm not going to trust you guys. We're just going to call him Red. Anyway, we do see lots of Corollians here. The eco advantage is clear to see. Kelei absolutely getting that wood in. Oh my lord, he's got a lot of wood. What on earth? I would probably drop maybe a Rax and a Stables in base, potentially. If he is going to stage 2, he probably wants some Hussar to help raid, to deal with the longbow. I'd probably go down that route if it was me. He's got so much wood. And we are going to see the coin shipment now coming in. Is there any sign of an age up here? I honestly don't think there is. 10 houses. Wait, was that a dock? Oh my lord. Oh my lord, we're seeing a caravel, ladies and gents. Caravel on this map. Are you kidding me? I guess this is a thing. Sometimes it can be good with sort of like rivers like this where you have these channels, because they do some decent damage. And that is exactly what we're seeing here. Some big plays. Is it going to pay off? Corollians once again. Kelei just non-stop with the raiding, man. It's absolutely disgusting. He's constantly in his base. And he's just really slowing down Red's ability here to be able to actually get resources. He's just idling him a lot here. Longbowman going to try and come back. No, they are going to turn around. Oh, no. They're undecided. Not too sure what's... Oh, no. Back again. Backwards and forwards. Can't make their mind up. They want to be a bit careful. There are only 11 here. He could charge on top of those. But he's going to decide to back off just for now. Score is relatively even. We do finally now see steel traps coming in for Kelei. Quite late on that. But remember, we do have torps and the like. Got some leather cannons here. One of them coming on the way. 2 now. Possible. Only 2 leather cannons on the field. I don't really know what happened to all that wood that he chopped. He's still chopping a lot of wood. I think he just wants to continue getting torps. Corollian's still in the base here. We don't see any age up from anybody just yet. Definitely no sign of it at all. Kelei here going to continue with the Corollian play. Sexy here trying to take down a torp. Caravel is now out for Red. We can see how much damage that's going to do. Got to be careful, though. Leather cannons here. They're going to be able to do some damage to the Caravel. What's he doing? Just shoot! Oh, that's sad. That was sad to see. Some missed micro there, unfortunately. Kelei still being a nuisance in Red's base, though. He's got most of his Corollians in base here. And he's just going to decide to move back here. There's no point engaging this Caravel. It's just too strong. Longbowman now coming out. And running out of cards in H2 for both players, to be honest. We are going to see a concerted effort here from the red player. Going to be moving the longbows in now as well, trying to take some ground here. Leather cannon, unfortunately, going down. And more leather cannons now on the way. This rack's still holding up here. Absolute carnage. And Corollians, as remembered, they're very, very good. 20 hand attack damage. Only 11 hand attack damage for the longbowman. How are you all doing? That's pretty much what you have to do. Free food party in. Free food parties in the chat. It's the first time I've seen free food party. Cast within a cast. Hazards in. 900 wood and 130 torp pop. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? I'm not too sure. We've got some Vils here. They could just drop down a couple of torps on this gold mine. Not too sure why that isn't happening, to be honest. He has been chopping a considerable amount of wood, but it looks like potential age up could be on here. We're not seeing any further units being created at this moment in time, and it looks like he's getting ready for that age up. We do see the church tech, and we do have the mod enabled, ladies and gents, so you can actually, I really recommend this mod. You can see here all the options that is available for Kelei when he gets this unique tech. It's so good if you guys are thinking about shipping it and you might forget what they all are. This is really good. So you can see here, push of pike for age 2. All hand infantry move a lot faster, but they train slower. Probably the Jaegers are probably quite a good shot for him, I would say, but that's 750 wood in H3. That's quite has a saying, I love how the community members make mods that create a better UI than actual developers. Yeah, I mean, this is just great, isn't it? Like, something like this is really good. So a lot of people, just before we continue here, a lot of people are asking me, when is the DLC coming out? And a lot of people keep having this thought that I know, and I've got to say to you right now, I have no idea. I actually haven't seen any update or comms relating to the DLC. I would imagine it's going to be maybe October time, like they tend to do. I would doubt it that it's going to come out in September because of Age of Mythology Retold. So I would probably say October time, to be honest. So the mod is better unit descriptions. So you have a mod here. If I hover over the longbowman, you can see some nice color-coded things for the longbowman. There's like 3 different mods, and they're all called like better unit and stuff. Better unit descriptions, yeah. It's really good. Anyway, let's get back into it. So we've had a real kind of wild game here. Mega Age 2 game. We had a race for the Ford base. We've got a Caravel out. We've got everything going on here. Red here is nowhere near, not even thinking about going for an age up here at all. So Kelei hopefully going to be able to get that advantage. How much is he going to lose before he does? Unfortunately, he's going to be losing that leather cannon. A real shame there. And looks like this Rax is going to go down. And we're going to be seeing Scots Guards coming in. Musketeer upgrade. And Kelei, he still wants to create Corollians. I would just trade that food up here and let's get into age 3. Let's do it. We are actually going to see... Oh, my God. He's staying age 2. I think this is a real bad move. He's going for the guards, the Gustavian guards, which is the... I believe it's the skirmisher. Oh, no, it's the Haubs, sorry. Apologies. I mean, that is crazy, though. Look at all those Haubs. I honestly think this is a bad idea. I think he was pretty much prepped there to get into age 3. I honestly think he should have gone with that. He is going to be losing a lot of his infrastructure in the middle of the base. Yeah, I'm not too fond of this. His macro's all out of whack now. He still hasn't maxed his torps out, and he's looking a little rough here for food. Not too sure what his plan is here, honestly. I mean, he's getting some juicy raids off. I mean, we've got to be honest with ourselves here. Kelei has been absolutely killing it with the raids. And the halberdiers here going to try and get on top of them. Movement speed of 4.25. Longbowmen are a little slower, so they will be able to slowly catch up. But the Caravel here doing a good job. And whilst that's happening, unfortunately, Kelei's losing the infrastructure here on the middle of the map. He is starting to lose control. And oh my god, he's actually... that's Thor dying for the third time in the game. Yeah, so we've got an outpost coming down here on the left side. Going to be trying to get the food in as best he can. There's still some food available here for him on the map, but they are both starting to run out quite a bit here. We're 19 minutes in. No age 3 coming in. And Red here is going for his final card. Oh, wait, second to last card. He's going for the Grenadiers. I'm not too sure what on earth is going on here in this game now. Kelei is now getting into the age up. Finally, he's going for the fast age up here. And managing to get into the outpost here. And it's going to be a while for that to be sieged down. But he needs to think about his exit plan here on the left-hand side. We are going to now see some unfortunate walling here. You hate to see it. Unfortunately, with Age of Mythology Retold coming out, Age of Mythology does have walling, ladies and gents. It's just something that has it. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of water play, and I'm not a fan of walling. They're the things about RTS games I hate. I hate having to go on water, you know? When you have a map, you have to go on water. There's no other way. I hate that. I hate it. Anyway, that's enough of me moaning. Kelei now getting into age 3. Going to be losing quite a lot of vills, trying to flee from the outpost here. He has got snap block on the way for his Corollians. And he's getting vet Corollians in now as well. Hopefully that'll give him the edge. Red here, on the other hand, looking pretty good in score. 50 villagers for him. Kelei only on 25, losing a lot, and also not maxing on torps either. So Red definitely up in eco here and losing more villagers. What on earth is going on here? Got a nice little section of the map getting walled off here by Red. Lots of villagers. Oh, the noise of the villagers dying here. This is really unfortunate. Kelei's got to try and use as many of his age 3 cards as possible. Harrison saying, I hope you're not posting this to YouTube. You're spamming lots of rewards. I don't mind. If it is the case, if it happens, it happens. It just shows how much you guys enjoy using the rewards. Gives that nice... Oh, another vill going down. Please not another. Please not another. Oh, my... Yeah, I think this is over. Kelei's just letting his vills die here. And it's a GG, I think, ladies and gents. There it is. Well, I am disappointed in Kelei. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if he's watching right now. A little bit disappointed. He could have got into H3 a lot earlier. He went for the guards, the Gustavonian guards, whatever they're called, the church tech. I mean, yeah, it's not ideal. Yeah. Hi, sir. Do you believe that a lot of people from ages 3 and 4 will join AOM now? Yeah, he's on 17 vills. Yeah, he just lost a load of vills on the left-hand side. So he was walled off here, and then unfortunately the vills couldn't escape, and they got absolutely slaughtered. And then he was losing some vills actually in base as well to the longbowmen. So huge amount of raiding in this game, ladies and gents, from both players. Let's have a quick look at that vill graph, because that is going to be a nice story here. See, Eco, Kelei slightly ahead here. And then if we look at villager count, yeah, look at it. Kelei doing a really good job earlier in the game. Look at that. 4 vills getting taken out there. Further vills ahead here as well. But then, unfortunately, the demise here, 46 villagers, all the way down to 17. Yep, same Vils, and he had Torps. He had the eco, but I think some decisions that were made there were not ideal. I think he should have gone for age 3 earlier, rather than going for the church tech and then investing so much in the, I think it's called Gustavonian Guards, I think it's called. Yeah, not ideal. I think if he went for the age 3 skirmisher unique church tech, that would have been good. And I think we can probably see what that one is, right? If we hover over here, yeah. The Jaegers. He could have shipped the Jaegers if he had the wood, which he did have wood. But he piled so much food into the Gustvian guards that he was unable to age up and he had to delay it further. So, kind of sucked. He should have just gone age 3 and then maybe sent Jaegers, or to be honest, he could have probably just gone for the Hessian Jaeger shipment and then he could have made some Jaegers. That would have been really good. But unfortunately, that did not happen.